Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to the Stock Up with Larry Jones show. Hey, take that finger, if you're not already subscribed, hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. And if you've been rolling with me, continue to hit that like button. Let's talk about whiplash. Whiplash, whiplash. If you've ever been in a car accident, somebody hit you in the back and your neck pop, that's what happened to the market today. I mean, insane. The pre-markets were green. And then the Dow started bouncing like a basketball. It's just ridiculous, man. Hey, but it's Friday. Those of you that roll with me, you kind of expect this. I talked about it during the CPI report yesterday morning. So make sure you check out both of yesterday's videos. I'm going to just leave both links. And I just want you to look at both links at the end of this video, okay? And let's go and let's talk about a few things that's going on. First, let's get into the TQQQQ. TQQQ. I threw too many Q's in there. All right. So as you guys know, I only hold them for short periods of time. It's a triple leverage. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't hit that button. It's a triple leverage exposure to the daily performance of the Nasdaq 100. Okay, so I just want to get that right. The TQQQ provides triple leverage exposure to the daily performance of the Nasdaq 100. For those of you that don't know what that is, just Google it. All right, and so we do that when we think the market is going up. T for tall, S for small or short. Okay, I'm just giving you an easy way to understand it. All right. I'm making things up so that you could understand it. Okay. And so we did the TQQQ play yesterday. Actually, when things went red, the Dow dropped like 500 points after the CPI number came out, the high CPI number, right? As a matter of fact, let's go into that right quick. And I'm going to show you guys what I did with my TQQQ play. All right. CPI is 8.2 year over year for the month of September. It came in high at 8.2. The consumer price index up 0.4% versus 0.3%. Core CPI year over year is 6.6% for September. Remember all of this, all right? Core inflation hit a 40-year high for the month of September. Those are all important to remember, okay? Remember September. My allergies always remind me, right? But we got to keep the show going. So this is what I did with my TQQQ play. Remember, I bought it when things were red because I thought initially it was an overreaction and it wasn't Friday. Truth be told, I wouldn't have done that play had they announced the CPI numbers today, which is Friday. It would have been too risky. It was risky when I did it, but it played in my behalf. I didn't expect it to go as green as it did. So this is where I wind up selling it. And I'm just going to tell you guys, I wind up selling it. Remember, don't be afraid to limit your risk. So now I sold it and I took it off my list, meaning I'm not looking at it after I sell it. I'm not looking at the extra gains I could have made. I don't care. I made money, get out. Remember, take profits, especially in a bear market. So as you could see here, when I was talking to you guys, I think I was up like 9 or 10%. And as you could see here, I sold it at 13%. Truth be told, I bought more in my other account and I made a quick $500. It was like $519, I believe. But just in this play alone, I was up $284.39. See that, right? And without a lot of money, all right? But anytime you can make 13% in a day, then you're killing it. So now, there are times when I go in, 4 or 5 times heavier than this, but it wasn't enough, it just wasn't strong enough data for me to go in heavier. And so I went in lightly, okay? And so I know a lot of people are now going to reverse and go to the TQQ or SQQ. Again, leave me, you guys left me comments on what you did yesterday. And some of you guys were brutally honest, man. I appreciate your honesty. But remember, we don't do these plays with a lot of money. We don't do it with all of our money. We just get in and make a little money and get out, because these are not our main, it's not where we're just putting everything in. Right now, I'm still in risk off, good people. So let's look at what happened to the indices today, right? S&P, look at that. Red, red, red. Just red, red, red. Let me go here and get this out of the way. As we can see, the S&P down 2.43%, Dow down 122, and the Nasdaq is down 3.06, right? The market giveth and the market taketh away. But hey, that's it. It's Friday, especially after yesterday. You guys kind of expected this to happen, right? We knew that this was coming. I mean, a lot of people said, hey, you know what? That was the bottom. How many times have we been here before? I'm just not going with it. I'm not trusting it. I'm not dip buying. I do a little play like this. I brought it to you guys live early, literally early enough for you to get in a play. And actually, I did some more TQQQ plays after I made the video yesterday and still made enough money, another couple of $100, right? So I wanted to keep you guys informed. So a 30-year fixed mortgage now is over 7%. Just think about that. I got mines for 2.7. I know people that got theirs for 2.5 just over a year and a half ago. And I refied, and now it's 7%. That is insane to get a 30-year fix. So you know what's happening to the housing market. Both feet on the brakes, standing up. It's coming to a screeching halt. If you're in the process of buying a house, man, you have my prayers right now. Myself, I'm waiting until after this is over. I believe that there's going to be screaming deals in the real estate market in 2024. The best time that you could have bought during the 2007 through 2009 recession, which most call the 2008 recession, was actually at the end of 2009, 2010. 2010, you just could have came and raked up with real estate. Okay, so the thing that we have left is jobs. So we got to monitor the jobs. Okay, so what's happening now is earnings. Sorry, people, I'm jumping all over the place. I just want to give you as much information as possible. Earnings, earnings, earnings. Banks are reporting right now. So far, the banks have not been as bad as most thought. So it actually, the banks have not been as bad. And we know that earnings season is going to continue into next week, right? Also next week, we have, not next week, in about 2 weeks, we have the FOMC meeting. You guys know, here's one of the things I want you to realize. The worst market days we've had this year was CPI numbers and FOMC meetings. The Fed. Not the war, not gasoline, not wheat, not food, not travel, none of this. The worst days we've had in the stock market were Fed induced. I'm going to keep saying it. It's the Fed. All right. I wish Fed Jerome Powell would listen to the greater, voice and do some different things, because at this point he needs to let inflation kind of cool off. Me personally, I think he needs to just go 50 basis points. He can't just go to neutral right now. That's not going to happen. But he is determined to get inflation under control, even if that wrecks the stock market, because his job is the overall economy first and not the stock market, for those of you that think that's the way it goes. His job right now is to cause unemployment, right? That's what his literal job is to do right now. Understand that. So the dollar is high today, right? The dollar is strong. It's high. When the dollar is strong, the stock market is weak. Okay. And so that's what's happening. So I just wanted to give you an overall thing of what's happening in the overall stock market and not just hone in on one specific stock. Having said that, let's talk about what we should be getting ready to look for. And I'm really looking for, me personally, remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. What I'm looking for personally, let's see where we're at on time, 10 minutes and 51 seconds. What I'm personally looking for right now, good people, is I'm going to be looking for low cap stock that are oversold. So this is our weekend homework. Over low cap stock that are oversold. And it doesn't matter if it's in tech or whatever, but I want you guys to let me know what are some of the low cap stock that are oversold that you are looking at, all right? Or getting into that territory. That's what that's the homework for this weekend, because now is not the time to go run and hide under the pillow like a horror movie. Now is the time to be looking for opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity out there. Opportunity. Okay, so that's the homework. Let's discuss that next week. Low cap stock that will be a steal, because one of the things that I will tell you about low cap stock is they have more room to run up, and they will make you bigger gains in a shorter period of time. Now, that doesn't mean you dump all your money into it. You definitely want to keep, the Amazons and, the Googles, those type of deal. I'm steady dollar cost averaging into that with my Webull link, my Webull app link in the bio below. Sorry about that. Link in the description below. But we also want to look at some low cap stock. Okay. One of the things I do like about Moomoo is if you are, say, you're looking for lithium, I discussed that in an earlier video, and you're looking for lithium manufacturers of lithium batteries, then it's going to show you a whole chain of lithium batteries in there. So it actually kind of does the research for you and suggests other stock for you to look at, right? So remember, just because a company manufactures something that you like, now it's your job to assess, is the company, first of all, is the price to earnings fair? Is it, averages around 15 and below? Is it fair, right? Do they have revenue? Okay. Are they making earnings, right? And what are their forward earnings? So those are the things I want you guys to look at for this weekend. And lastly, this is where we're cashing up. If you are doing the $5, $10 a day challenge with me, then I also charge you to be putting $5 to $10 a day away into the Moomoo app also. All right. Don't just get it for the free stuff. Download it, put $100 in there, but continue to put money in there. So when the hard recession does happen, we can simply go here and get some of these stock that are going to be oversold. That's what we're going to be doing with both of these trading platforms. All right. I'm going to leave it right there because I don't know why I'm tongue twisted. But you guys pray for me. I'm going to pray for you guys. Remember, we're going to look for low cap stock, right, that are near or are already oversold. And we're going to discuss that next week. Live, love, laugh, and learn.